You know, all my life, I wanted to be thin. I'm not very tall, so I can't carry a whole lot of weight. And I finally have come to the realization that I don't necessarily want to be thin. I have to question that because the other day, everybody in the house weighed themselves on the scale. And at one time, everybody weighed more than me. Everybody. Now, I weigh more than everybody except the dog. Now, I had to sit there and say, well, did I get any bigger? No, I've basically been more or less the same size. Probably within the last 10 years. I may waver like 5 pounds, but I've been more or less the same size. But those people have not. They were much bigger. And I mean, when I say much bigger, we're talking 50 pounds heavier. Now, do they need to lose weight? Maybe, maybe not. The issue, I think, is that, one is young, probably need to get back in like that kind of, the other one's a little older. And when you're older, sometimes you don't want to be kind of skinny and you kind of, your skin kind of hangs more. You just look like your shoulders kind of gone. You don't necessarily need to be overly fat per se or overweight, but a little bit of weight is good for you. Just like they say, well, my doctor said I need to lose such pound. My doctor don't talk about my weight. Again, I'm pretty consistent with my weight. I got pretty good muscle tone, but I have a girlfriend with that in mind, and we were always the same size. We were the ones that were on the, I think it was the Beverly Hills diet. We went through that whole scan. We jazzercised. We did this. We were going to be in shape. Again, we're not very tall, but we were going to be in shape. Again, we hover around 160, okay? 5'1", 5'2", around there. And some people say, oh, you're fat. Well, whatever. She lost a lot of weight because of illness. I'm still within the same range that I've been in, healthy girl. She is now 105 pounds. Now, her skin, her arms, her clothes, it's almost like when you get older and you get like after a certain age, and I'm going to say usually after 50, good 60, you want to have some kind of meat on your bones. You that look that you wanted to be, that swelt look at your 20s and your 30s, and you want to have a, no. Build your muscles because you want to be stronger with muscles, but you don't want to look like the wind's going to blow you down. And that's why I had to sit there and wonder when I looked at all of them. They don't look real healthy. How can I weigh more than a man that is like 5'9", 5'10"? When I first met them, they were almost 200 pounds. You don't do well. You're not supposed to be thin, thin, thin. You're supposed to have some meat in your bones. So I say this to say, seniors, carry some meat. You don't need to be fat. You need to look at your numbers, your health numbers, your blood pressure, A1C, your chemistry, your cholesterol, all of those, whatever the doctor says. Okay? Eat healthy, walk. You need to lift some weights, but you don't need to be skinny as a rail. No. Skinny as a rail, as a senior, your skin hangs, your body looks poor. And if you fall, which a lot of times for a lot of seniors, when they fall, they can't afford. They don't bounce. They break things. You need to work on that. So anyhow, I just want to throw it. I really would like to hear your opinion on that because thin is not it. I mean, I know they said you need to weigh a certain weight. You need to be thin. You need to be thin. You need to be thin. I don't necessarily think you need to be thin, but I'm not a doctor. I just know what works for me. I stay within that same. I can't even imagine me maybe at 130 pounds. I can't imagine me. Those days have gone. I want to be healthy though, so I do work on the other part of muscle tone, working the arms, so arms are flabby. But then, and again, I remember going back to that same lady, my friend. We were the same size. Wore the same clothes, interchange, borrow clothes, whatever. Now I can wear all her clothes because she can't wear nothing. But does she look good? No, she doesn't. In my opinion, I think nobody thinks she looks good because she lost weight all over. Well, anyhow, please like and subscribe. Give me your opinion. And again, for some of us seniors, thin is not in.